Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things nerdy through a common sense lens. And well, boys and girls, you know I love me some Doctor Who, right? I mean, so much that we do a Sunday night show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Sunker and with my dear sweet friend Sunker and Mr. Grant Gregory, where we review When Who Was Good, boys and girls, back to a lot of the old seasons out there. We just finished up Matt Smith's run. We're getting ready to go into Peter Capaldi, and then of course we're going to go back to classic Who and watch all of that stuff that we can find as well. And you know, I loved David Tennant as Doctor. I thought he did a really great job. He was great in Good Omens. I've heard he did really well in Broadchurch out there. He's a really good actor, and he did a really good job as the Doctor. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the absolute abomination that was the Disney 60th anniversary special out there, but needless to say, as is seen so many times in Hollywood out there, these people that live in these incredibly small little bubbles and only get their information from very singular sources out there end up saying a lot of dumb things that they think they're funny, and of course, all of the clapping seals are out there, and guess what? David Tennant is just the latest of that one, because as you can see over here from the headline over at Fandom Pulse, Doctor Who actor labels President Donald Trump a villain during the BAFTA Film Awards monologue. Not only does he label him as a villain, he also implies that he likes underage people as well. And considering the perpetuation of that kind of nonsense inside of Hollywood, somebody makes me think that somebody else might be projecting onto other people, because we know the kind of abominations that go on inside of these Hollywood circles, inside of these crazy elites out there, and kind of the creepy things that they get into. So needless to say, boys and girls, a foreigner out there is bashing our president after the United States of America did very much wholeheartedly voted him into office. Well, needless to say, David Tennant is just another one of those empty-headed activist actors out there that is a complete and total moron and deserves to be roasted and shamed for all the dumb things that he says, because absolutely, you are responsible for the words that come out of your mouth, and we will absolutely hold you accountable for them. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we just crossed 1,600. We're on our way to 17, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, let us know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Did you also love David Tennant as the Doctor out there? Are you going to be joining us on Sunday nights as we review When Who Was Good? Or do you think this is just another empty-headed actor that's saying absolutely dumb things? Or are you one of the very select few little woke psychopaths out there that ends up in my comment section that absolutely agrees that Donald Trump is the big bad villain of the world out there? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. All right, from Fandom Pulse, that's Substack, and our dear sweet John F. Trent. David Tennant, known for playing the Doctor in Doctor Who, as well as Kilgrave and Jessica Jones. Oh, I forgot about Kilgrave and Jessica Jones. Yeah, that's right. I forgot brought that up during the monologue in the beginning, too. I loved him as Kilgrave and Jessica Jones. He did a great job. I never thought he could play a villain like that, especially after I loved him so much as the Doctor. But holy cow, did he do a good job. Labeled President Donald Trump a villain during an opening monologue for the BAFTA Film Awards. Towards the end of the monologue, Tennant discussed The Brutalist, which stars Adrian Brody, Felicity Jones, and Guy Pearce. It's a film about an incredible architecture. In fact, it's the boldest architecture in this film this year, apart from Donald Trump's hair in The Apprentice. And of course, let's just go ahead and listen to his words right there. And then, of course, we'll get into the background information of his own words, saying exactly why he lives in a bubble and isn't aware of the rest of the world out there. And shout out to Fandom Pulse for giving us the exact playtime right here. So listen to his words for himself, boys and girls. And BAFTA Awards, really? If you really copyright claim us over this, I'm going to challenge it. You're ridiculous.
About incredible architecture. In fact, it's the boldest architecture in film this year, apart from Donald Trump's hair in The Apprentice.
I mean, at least he called his hair pretty. You know what I mean? He said it was beautiful architecture. You know what I mean? So he's like, hey, the guy's got really nice hair. The guy's got really nice hair. And as a guy that actually, you know, as David Tennant is a guy that actually does have a nice head of hair, you know, maybe that's actually a compliment. I don't know. But needless to say, didn't exactly go over very well with Sebastian Stan. He's just like, because Sebastian Stan, of course, played Donald Trump out there as well. And I don't know. Sebastian Stan's one of those guys that's never really spoken on politics in any way, shape, or form. And shout out to him for doing that. So, yeah, at least he's, you know, he's just like, this is cringe. This is cringe. Yeah. And trust me, there's going to be more cringy people in the audience as well. And you're going to get to see your favorite Star Wars actor out there clapping like a seal, too.
Donald Trump, of course, he says he hasn't seen The Apprentice because it's a 15. It's not on Nickelodeon.
It's a 15, and it's not on Nickelodeon. Is he implying, because like the age of consent apparently in like the United Kingdom is 16. Is he implying that because it's not? I don't know. That whole line really doesn't make any sense whatsoever, other than maybe he's trying to call Donald Trump childish because he watches Nickelodeon, trying to accuse him. Like, I don't know. The line just really doesn't make any sense and clearly falls flat with the audience as well. Like, this is just really, really, really dumb.
See? Donald Trump. I'm worried. I've said his name 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice. I've summoned him.
Oh, yeah, because your joke fell flat and it didn't work out very well, David. Yeah, maybe you should leave the comedy to the writers. I don't know. I'm sure he probably didn't write this himself, though, either. I have no idea. But either way, the words came out of his mouth, so he's responsible for them. I mean, like that chick right there. She's like, oh, this is cringe. This is cringe. Let's see if we can find it. Right there. She's just like, oh, really? Really? And this chick, she's like, this chick has a seriously like pursed look on her face. Like, yeah, really? That's what you've got? That's what you've got? And I don't know anything about this woman. I have no idea who this woman even is. But concerning the look on her face, she probably voted for Trump.
Talking of villains.
Oh, there you go. Talking of villains, because we were just talking about Donald Trump. Oh, you're so clever, David. Oh, so clever. Wow. Wow, buddy. Oh, so clever. And there he is, right there. Couldn't have timed that better, could I have? There, of course, is none other than Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill himself, clapping like a retarded seal. You're so awesome. You're so funny, David. Yeah, as we know that, of course, Mark Hamill is a complete and total woke psychopath out there and is completely and totally possessed by the spirit of the age. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Mark, how's your granddaughter doing, buddy? How's your granddaughter doing? But yeah, needless to say, so of course, out there, color of shock there. It's another Hollywood celebrity comparing Donald Trump to a villain and, of course, all of his supporters alongside of it. And, of course, like I promised you earlier, why? Why does he live in such a bubble? Why is he so out of touch? Well, as Tennant himself said right here back in 2024, right here, with a slogan, I attract the ire of occasional online idiot. But I don't have social media, so even I have to be told about by my brilliant wife, Georgia, who is the real engine behind anything we do. She educates me about empathy and understanding. Oh, so she indoctrinates you further into the woke cult, David. So not only does he not stand on his own, not only does he get force-fed BS nonsense and spouts it out there just so all of the clapping seals like Mark Hamill can go, yeah, you're so awesome. He literally is such a weak-willed man that he doesn't even get information from himself. He lays around slothfully while his wife, Georgia, out there goes out there and finds all of her perfectly curated information to feed right into his gullet. What a pathetic and weak man, boys and girls. And he's been a huge educator for me. Oh, so literally, not only is David Tennant out there accusing Donald Trump of being a villain, just like all of the rest of the Hollywood celebrities out there, but not too long ago, he pointed out his own ignorance to the rest of the world. Talk about not being able to read the room. Did you even see how many people in the United States voted for Donald Trump? Did you see what an overwhelming majority of it was? I'm sure you probably did, because your wife was probably crying like a big baby, having an absolute woke meltdown, all because, hey, guess what? The majority of Western civilization and the majority of America does not actually agree with your woke, insane ideology. So by all means, David Tennant, have your fun, enjoy your echo chamber and enjoy your bubble, and go on out there and keep saying dumbass things like this, because all it does is give us fodder. All it does is give us more ammunition to come after you and roast all of your insane ideology exactly what it deserves to be. Shame is something that is being made great again, boys and girls, and David Tennant going out there and insulting over half the voting population of the United States by calling their president a villain is exactly what he deserves. Be shamed, David Tennant. Continue to be shamed by everybody else out there who's going to roast you in a video on much bigger channels than mine, and I hope your dear sweet wife, Georgia, hears about it and relays all of that information to you. But I'm sure she'll keep you in the protected bubble so you can continue to go out there and speaking and spouting all of her absolute political nonsense BS, because she's not enough of a star to do it on her own. But that's okay. Continue being a beta soy male bitch bitch, David Tennant, and all continue reviewing when who was good. Because if nothing else, the guy can act, and clearly when he's fed enough information from anybody out there, including his wife Georgia, he'll spout out whatever nonsense they want him to, which is exactly what this is. David Tennant, do better, be a man, and actually find out information for yourself. But I'm sure you'll never actually do that, so we'll continue roasting yous. Join us on Sunday nights at 7 p.m., boys and girls, for When Who Was Actually Good, so that we can go back and enjoy all of the good times that we've enjoyed with wonderful actors when they're actually doing their job and not spouting political bullshit.